Die, monster. You don't belong in this war. Castlevania reference if you don't know. Welcome back to the Legends of the Wind Waker, where we start off with killing a re-dead. But he's already So, okay, he's a re-dead. So would that make him a re-dead? Okay, that was a bad pun. But does it look like I care? Last time on the Legends of the Wind Waker HD, we did stuff. I think I already used that joke. We started the really lousy Earth Temple. Mostly I'm calling it really lousy because of my bad childhood memory. That's an airplane if you can hear it. Sorry about that. So, what we want to do is not fly. Okay, so there are two doors. I did not mean to call, I meant to aim my shield. I wish they didn't put it on the same button. Super Mario 3D World all over again. I'm kidding. 3D World's worse. Everything's on Y. This looks like a treasure room. I'm looking at the map on my gamepad. So this looks like a totally tertiary room. I don't know what tertiary means, but it sounds cool. Okay, so we want to make a run for it. Plain and simple, they're floor masters, so you don't want to get caught. So, and we got a small key. Okay, this isn't optional. That clears up the fog, where we can actually kill these jerks. Hello, sir? And they'll grab rocks and throw them at you. My preferred method is just get up close and spin attack. I don't think that's the most efficient method, but if they do grab a rock, that's the most efficient method. If they do actually grab you, what you want to do is like roll. You want to roll away from them. Hope I don't destroy my control stick. Oh, I'm kidding. This is a new controller. But anyway, back as I was saying in the previous episode, this is another thing. The Pro Controller, I don't know, it just has a nice... The ergonomics of the Pro Controller are just really nice. Way better than the gamepad for long play sessions like this. Because I'm playing this back to back with the last episode. I'll probably do one more episode after this. So I won't have to like get back to where I left off. Because this will easily take a whole video just getting to the boss. Not even lying. This is a long temple. This is like where the difficulty spike goes like way up. Let's be honest, the Forest Haven is in that... that's the wrong place. Forsaken... Forbidden Woods. Why can I remember that? The Forbidden Woods is pretty easy on the whole, but this is like when the dungeons get really long. Minor nitpick. I really like the game a lot. If I sound like I'm complaining, I mean, do know, again, as I've said before, this is my favorite Zelda game. I'm just nitpicking because, you know, no game is perfect. Well, that's an obvious statement. But yeah, no game is perfect, so it's like, I think it's good to make fun of games from time to time. If you ask me. That sounds really strange, actually, but, actually, I threw up to the ledge too early. She can't drop down ledges. There's something else I meant to show. Or, by meant to show, I mean, I just remembered I should show it. So, yeah, this is kind of annoying. No game is perfect. I mean, I still think this is like a 9 out. I'd give this game... This is like one of my favorite games of all time, and I'd still give it like a 9.5. No joke. Fly, medley, fly. Oh, shoot. This is kind of bad, actually. Well, actually, it just threw her. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay, now it's kidnapping her. Well, at least... What? Oh, it's just showing her struggling. I can save her. No, I can't, because, fog. And... It might be easier to just do this and reset the room. I don't know if this actually works. Problem solved! Wow, that was a lot easier of a fix than I thought it'd be. Okay, so I want to do... That's what I... Oh, I did it again, didn't I? New plan. Ditch medley. so we can push this mirror because Link is Superman. No, he's not. Can't fly. He doesn't wear red. Okay, that was like a way over-explained joke. Let's see. So, hit that switch or miss. Hit the switch. And voila. We have to do this first. If we had gone where the key was, we would not have been able to do the next thing. So, come back here. Oh yeah, Medley I don't think can follow you through doors, so I do think you have to pick her up every time. And carry her through doors, because I'm not sure if the AI is that good. Just to be honest. Yeah, my order is Wind Waker, Majora's Mask. Probably either tied would be Twilight Princess and Ocarina, because I think those games are both superb, but just in different ways. If that makes any sense. Like, I can't pick between Ocarina and Twilight Princess. For some reason, I just can't. Because both, like, Wind Waker stands out because it's my first Zelda. Majora's Mask are like 3-day cycle, and the Bomber side quests. Twilight Princess is like so heavily padded that I think that hurts my experience a little bit. I mean, it's a really good game, but there's just so much padding at first that it makes replaying it kind of a chore. Ocarina of Time, you can just jump right in, and I kind of like that about it, even though I do admit that Ocarina isn't as good on the whole as Twilight Princess, which I know is probably going to tick off somebody on the internet, but I seriously do think Twilight Princess is overall better than Ocarina, but it does, I mean, you can't deny that it does not have a slow start. You just can't deny that. Wow, I did not know you could turn this far with Medley. Might be a little too high up. We'll see. Okay, yeah, because Link crouches, so... Link is probably blind now. Or he's really blind. Actually, I might have the same problem as last time. Yeah, these are posed, if I recall correctly. They're a little different than Ocarina pose. Quote the Raven, nevermore. And if you didn't know, actually know, I think that is actually a thing. I think the pose are actually named after Edgar Allan Poe. If they're not, then I'm just flatly wrong, but if you are, then hey, you learned something. This is like Re-Dead Hallway. That's how I remember it. There's a treasure chest down this hallway, so I'm gonna do this. You want to zigzag because of the coffins falling. And I'm not demonstrating very well, but yeah. I zigzag into the coffins. Typical, huh? Yeah. So I don't want to fight these guys because they suck. Not gonna lie, they suck. Well, we haven't actually seen their attack yet, and I want to keep it that way. Because their attack stinks on a 3-heart run. I'm gonna do like a pass and go thing. Oh, that actually worked. Yeah, see, that coffin opened late because I didn't go like directly in front of it. I kind of sidestepped it a bit, so... Oh, I forgot to set her down gently. Music is hard, so I'm having to concentrate. Even though it's right behind me, now that I think about it. This is gonna be a 3-video dungeon, isn't it? Oh wow, this is the longest. This could be the longest dungeon. Except for the final level, because that's like best of greatest hits of Wind Waker. That's how I think of it, because it is kind of a rehashy level that all Zeldas have to do. Twilight Princess didn't, which I like about it, but Ocarina had the room with all the 7 sages. I'd like to play Ocarina, but I don't want to pay $10 for a game I already own. Because I'd have to rebuy it on Wii UVC to actually be able to capture it. Because I have the 3DS version. So like, if you want more Zelda, it would probably be either Minish Cap because I have a Game Boy player, and it's actually on the Wii Virtual Console, so I could go that route as well if my GameCube dies, like midway through the LP, so I have a backup strat. But either Minish Cap or probably Majora's Mask would be the most likely. I don't know if it'd be another 3 heart run, if I should just make this a tradition for me to do 3 heart runs. Start clearing again. Stupid smoke. But if you want my Zelda, let me know. I aim to please. I aim to do stuff for fun, but I also aim to please, because that's what this is all about, isn't it? I don't even know why people watch my this is gonna sound terrible, but yeah, I seriously don't know why people watch my videos. Because, I mean, I fully admit that there are funnier people on the internet than me. So for like my 4 subscribers, or it might be more by the time the video goes up, but for however many subscribers I have, seriously, thank you so much. Because yeah, I don't know how I have as many subscribers as I do, because I'm just starting out. Again, I know that I'm a super small channel, but hey, it's a start. That's what I keep telling myself. And again, I'm not doing it for a living. I am going to college. I'm going to be getting a degree, hopefully, in like computer science-y stuff. So, yeah, this is just like a side thing. Like, if I could make a Let's Play into, or even speedrunning or anything into like a side job, I'd be okay with that. I mean, I don't want to make it a full career. It'll probably end up, the irony will be it'll probably end up being a full career. I don't know. Oh, there! I did this. I botched the puzzle. Surprise, surprise. That's where you're supposed to break that wall. I kind of cheesed it. Oh yeah, when I was saying the worst room in the game, this is what I consider to be the worst room in the game. If you haven't figured out why, it's because it's just tedious. It's not like a horrible thing. I mean, it's not hard. It's hard on your first playthrough, but it's not like super difficult. But I just find that like it just takes so long. Again, it's gonna probably take about 10 minutes to get through here. I think we were about 10 minutes into the video when we started, and we're already at 13 minutes. So literally, I would not put it past it for this to be like, oh, I remember what to do now. Can I cheese it, please? Please. Because I don't really want to do the puzzle the right way. You're supposed to redirect it. You're supposed to redirect it, I think, over here, and then into the stone statue. I cheesed it. You can do that a lot in this game, because angles sometimes aren't exactly that well defined. So you can actually kind of clip corners occasionally. Like the light, I mean, you shouldn't be able to shine light, like, because think about how mirrors work. If you basically hold a mirror up, like, so the actual mirror part is not even near, even touching the light, it shouldn't shine anything. But Wind Waker logic. W! Wahaha! Okay. Mario Party 6 I might do, but the single player mode is trash in that game. I'm not gonna lie. I say I'm not gonna lie a lot because I watched, because one Let's Player I watched in particular says I'm not gonna lie a lot, so I picked it up from her. Again, if you know who it is, I'll be very impressed if you can guess who she is just by that. And that is another hint. It is a female Let's Player, which honestly, female Let's Players don't get enough credit. And yes, I am a guy Let's Player saying that female Let's Players don't get enough credit. Like, if I was a girl, hypothetically speaking, and I was trying to do the exact same thing, I probably wouldn't have any subscribers right now. Well, I have like 4, but I probably would have 0 if I was actually a girl. Now I know I'm probably like super generalizing, But yeah, it is harder, and you can't deny that's hard just because, you know, girl gamers don't get enough credit. It's like, oh, if you're a girl, you can't play games. It's like you don't have the right. I was thinking about putting it a certain way, but I'm trying to find a diplomatic way to say it. It's like if you're not, it's like you're like physically incapable of playing games if you're a woman, which is just stupid. If you like games, play games. That's all it is. Probably gonna like lose subscribers now. I'm kidding. Okay, I think I know what to do now. Wow, there's like no music in this temple. That's something else I don't like about it. Actually, the music in Wind Waker really isn't the best, other than the Great Sea theme, Great Sea theme, and like the title screen is really good, and the two temple songs, this one and the next one, are actually pretty decent. Most of the music in this game is pretty bleh. I do admit that Ocarina does have the better soundtrack, and even Twilight Princess, like, you know, Hyrule theme, you know, gets your blood pumping, I think. I actually think it's a little too dramatic for the Hyrule theme, because it's this huge bombastic MIDI orchestra. It is MIDI, it's not an actual orchestra. Fun fact about Twilight Princess. But it just has that boldness to it that doesn't even fit the Hyrule Field, because Hyrule Field is so big in that game. It's mostly just you like riding a pony and just nothing happening. So yeah, I feel like the Hyrule theme is like way too bombastic in Twilight Princess to even for what you're actually doing in that field. Again, I do like the song a lot. I just think it is way too over the top. It's great in Smash because, you know, the bridge of it actually fits the Bridge of Eldin a lot more, I think. We're gonna make a slight detour over to this room. Is this the room that you can cheese, or is it another room? I think it's this room that you can cheese. Yeah. Cheesy strats, ahoy! Because we're talking like a pirate for some reason. I did not do that right. If they're just perfectly positioned, you can take them all out with one bomb. This is what happens when you get a slow cycle on these guys. Now I can do the bomb trick on these two. Actually, the bomb trick could work on all three. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. That's what I meant by cheesing it. If you don't kill the head fast enough, the body regenerates. They can do it more than 12 times, if you're wondering, or 13 times. Again, Doctor Who jokes. Like, probably no one will actually get. I make them anyway. You can use an item called the hook shot later on, but we don't have the hook shot. We're actually in kind of a bad cycle where they're not hitting each other very well. We want to like wait for this thing to spawn so we can get some more hearts, because we only have one heart. One thing I like about Wind Waker, it doesn't do the annoying beeping thing as much as in other Zeldas. This is an optional room, it's the scary part. It's just hard. You can't hit them when they're regenerating, so keep that in mind. And there's only one, so I'm not gonna cheese it anymore. I'm just gonna do it conventionally and get hit. Ow. Just die already, even though you're already dead. Things I like about Twilight Princess, holy cow, the bosses are really good in that game. Like, this game you could say, oh, the bosses are kind of bleh. But this Twilight Princess has some, at least really epic looking bosses, and also they're mostly multi-stage. Like, Argarok is super, like, you go through a couple of phases that play completely differently, which is nice. Stalord is really cool. The Ganon fight is actually the one weak spot I find, which is actually hilarious. The final boss is my least favorite part of Twilight Princess. It just feels so uninspired and generic. It's like you fight Ganon like in Hyrule Field surrounded by flames, and that is it. It's like it just feels so blah. Again, like the Beast Ganon fight actually, I wish it had still been in Hyrule Castle, because frankly there aren't a whole lot of Zelda boss battles that actually take place in Hyrule Castle. So having it take place in the actual throne room, I think would have been a lot cooler than Hyrule Field. The Beast Ganon fight in general is like not that good in the game, but at least it looks cool. Oh yeah, Dark Knights are super OP in Twilight Princess. That's something I don't like about Twilight Princess. It's like, because when you take out their armor, they like get super fast and it's really hard to take them out. There's the Savage Labyrinth in this game, but there's actually a similar thing in Twilight Princess called the Cave of Ordeals, which I think is actually only like 50 floors as well. They never get up to like 1,000-year door levels of cruelty. But oddly enough, it's really like, it's really not that like oh, I was checking the map. I lost my train of thought in the process. It's super challenging, and I don't even know if you could, if like, there's probably some YouTube video out there somewhere of a 3-heart Cave of Ordeals run, and if there is, like, show me, because I want to see it. I think at this point we can ditch Medley, which is good, because this part stinks. One thing I don't like about the Pro Controller, and that I do like about the GameCube controller, is the grooves on the grooves around the control sticks, because you can do like 8-way movement. And like this game, it can be a little tricky sometimes to figure out what is diagonal and what is just slightly not completely diagonal, if that makes any sense. That's a warp point back to the entrance. If you aren't doing it in one sitting, you do want to actually break that. But I'm doing it in one sitting, so I don't care. Between the cutscene and the prep for the next stuff, I don't think I'm actually going to be doing the boss. I think I'm saving the boss. So, dramatic shot. Next time on The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, we will be fighting whatever lies beyond the door ahead.